Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Claire. This is going to be the second pour I'm going to do in my new range of pours. So I'm doing a range of pours in autumnal colours. So I've got this fabulous, amazing colour scheme and I'm going to use that colour scheme for different techniques, different types of paint pours. So I've done one already, which was this, which I absolutely love. So it's the autumnal colours in a Dutch pour. Just if I can move it, you can see just how pretty, how the colours are just gorgeous. And this was a Dutch pour. So this is the first piece in this series. So today I'll put the link for this video in the description as well, so you can watch this one if you want to. Today I'm going to do either a straight pour or a ring pour. Not quite sure which one yet. I'm going to stick to the same size canvas. So all the pieces in this series will be the same size canvas, the same colour paints, but just different techniques. So straight pour or ring pour today. So let me show you the colours. So these are the colours. I love them. They're just so happy. There's so much warmth from these colours. So let me go through and show you. In the Dutch pour, I had a slightly different green, but if I'm using this one, Crawford and Black Sap Green. If I add a little bit of white to it, I get a very similar green to the other pour, which was the Chromium Oxide Green. I'm using two Pebeo Studio Acrylics colours, the gold and the iridescent orange yellow, Graduate Acrylic Pearl White by De La Rowney, another De La Rowney but a System 3 acrylic, Phthalo Turquoise. I've added a little bit of white to this. It's such a dark colour. I want it, I'd be happy if it looked like that, but when paintings dry, they go darker. So I'm worried that this would dry so dark it would almost look black. So I've added a little bit of white to allow for it to go darker. And then the same with this one here. This is Amsterdam Permanent Red Violet. I've added just a little bit of white just to lighten it again, so that when it's dried, it will then naturally darken. A few more Amsterdam colours. I've got Pewter, Permanent Blue Violet. Again, a hint of white in there. And then the Amsterdam Bronze. The white I've used is this one, Amsterdam White. And I've used that to lighten the colours. So my paint pour recipe for this is slightly different to normal. I've used my homemade PVA glue pouring medium, which I'll put in the description, but I've used a different ratio. So in each of these pots, I have put 50 grams of Flood Floetrol, but then 40 grams of paint. So slightly less paint. I normally do 50-50. So this is more 50 to 40, because I want them just slightly runnier. So let's get started. I'm going to layer up a 8-ounce cup, 250 millilitres, a quarter of a litre silicone cup. This is the order. So I've alternated my iridescence, so the gold, orange, white, bronze, and then the pewter. The pewter and the gold will meet, but that's fine. So let's just have a think. I think I'm going to start with the gold, just a little bit on the bottom. You know, actually, I'm not sure about the gold and the pewter meeting, because I don't think that's the prettiest colour combination. Right, instead, I'm going to put the pewter in between the orange and the turquoise. This does mean I haven't got now alternating iridescence because they're together, but I think that might work better. Right, so I'm going to start with the gold. Right, so a little bit of gold in first, and then the pinky purple colour. And the orange. I'm just running the paints down the side of this cup so that they will sit on top of each other. I'm using the 40cm square canvas. I've just hammered in the big push pins in the back, and then I've just checked that it's level by putting the spirit level on it in lots of different locations. I'm going to pour onto a puddle. I've just mixed up some extra gold, and I'm just going to use that as a puddle, as a bit of a base layer to pour this onto. So I'm just going to put some on, and then just give it a bit of a tilt around, just to get that bit of canvas wet in the centre. And then I'm going to pour this into the centre. I'm going to try and pour it quite slowly, and I'm going to try and pour it quite close to the canvas, because I think I'll get better control of it if I do that. Wow, that is beautiful. Right, I'm going to put some more gold down here. In fact, I'll probably cover all the rest of the base in some gold. Let me try and show you. Look at all those rings. Hoping this is focusing. So yeah, definitely a tree ring pour, that's what it turned into. So there's lots of bubbles, so I'm just going to torch it. Right, let's start tilting. So I'm just going to try and stretch it to start with. It's moving beautifully. Because of that gold, it's just pressing up, pushing that gold off, as opposed to the puddle rolling over itself. It's just pushing the gold, so it's creating this wonderful ridge in the gold, and that just really helps it to stretch. What a difference it makes having so much paint on the canvas. You just have so much more control, and it just moves so much better. Right, I'm going to try and push some of the gold off. There you go. Oh, I caught the edge slightly. Oh, and there. That's fine. Right, let's go off this bottom edge. And just brought it back to the centre. Wow, look at these colours. I'm going to give it another torch. Right, that's 2 corners. So I'll just turn this round. Brilliant, all 4 corners covered. I'm just bringing the weight of the paint back to the centre, and then we can just have a look and see if there's anything to do. Wow, I love it. Really, really, really happy with it. Oh, the colours are absolutely gorgeous. So pretty. Let's just give it another torch. I think I might just go off over here because you've got these wonderful loops, but nothing over there. And I've got so much paint on this canvas still. I can really do what I like with this now in terms of the composition. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. The colours are amazing. This probably is my first ever proper tree ring pour. I managed to get a really good ring motion when I was pouring out in the centre. It's much more difficult getting a ring at the edges of the paint, at the edges, because the cup is so full. When it first empties out onto the canvas, it goes all wiggly because the cup's too high up in the air, but then you can get the cup lower towards the end. Look at those awesome cells. And look at the bronze there, the bronze through the purple, and then it joins the gold. Look at all those layers. And there, what colour is that? Is that the orange and the turquoise? The orange looks like it's a light. It's really bright. Wow, really, really happy. I'll be back when it's dry. So it's now dry. I am totally, totally amazed by this piece because it really reminds me of a record, a vinyl record, because it's a circle like a record. But if I move it in the light, can you see how the light reflections seem to swirl round in a circle like a record would do? It's absolutely fascinating. I've never done a painting that the lights just swirl round quite like that. Absolutely fascinating. So the gold obviously in the centre is incredibly bright and shiny and iridescent. The lines and these colours are amazing. I cannot believe quite how many lines there are in this painting, which is obviously why it's called a tree ring pour, because it looks like a cross section of a tree trunk. The purple has come out quite obviously, and I guess purple isn't quite as such an autumnal colour, but it's in all the paintings I'm going to do in this range. Look at that colour. There's almost a corally colour in there. Yeah, I am so happy with it. And because I did so many rings, the feeling of this painting, it is so smooth and silky and shiny. So I'm so happy. I can't wait to do more of these ring pours. I always just end up by default going to a straight pour, but I am so happy with the change. Oh, I put it in that light. That light works really well. I'm just so happy to do something different to a straight pour, to do the ring pour. I like straight pours because you get the lots of different cells and different designs and shapes, but there's just something so simple about this. So this is probably the only area of sort of cells or something going on, but I just like the simplicity of this. It's so simple. Great. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can see it much better there. Look at that shine. So here are the first two paintings of this new series of paintings I'm doing. So they are totally different, but they have identical colours. It's just so interesting. So they match, they go together, but also they're completely different, completely opposite. I'll just put them flat on the floor again because it seemed to get a better light that way. Yeah, that's a much better light actually. Wow, so different, but so similar. So happy with the way that this series is going. So the next one I'm going to do, I think, is a swipe. It might be a swipe next. Might be a flip cup, not sure yet. Great, thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the like button if you like this painting. Please do subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll be notified as soon as I upload new videos. Great, thanks so much for watching everyone. Bye.